hold on.
Starmer, a pledge is not an indication. A pledge is a word. It's your word. It's a pledge.
Bit collective
It's
action.
not in your pledge.
Well, the pledge is 3 lines, Andrew. You're asking me for more detail, and I'm giving it to you.
Oh, but the fact is the 2016 Trade Union Act, when it comes to cribbing and curtailing union power, is not the key legislation.
Give me that.
Because you're hiding behind the process.
No, the Labour Party
Why
said-
don't you do what the other candidates do and tell... Don't Labour members have a right?
Well,
Andrew Neil just did what many political commentators have only dared to attempt, publicly dismantling Keir Starmer and Angela Rayner on live TV. The exchange, brutal. The outcome, total humiliation. But what exactly happened? And what does this mean?
They decide whether to vote for you or not. They want...
Services
So
and home
can I
care
bring you back to
services.
my question? What would Labour do?
Well, we've already talked about, I mean, some of the taxation decisions that the government have made around inheritance tax, capital gains tax, corporation tax, where you've given away money. This is what Jeremy was talking about in Prime Minister's question today. You've given away money that actually, quite frankly, we need to spend. And it's not just about an ageing population. That is phony. People know about the ageing population for some time. We've cut the criteria so people can't get community care. We treat our older people at the moment like dogs. It's a disgrace. We shouldn't do that.
But, excuse
Should
me,
be investing and putting the money in the
would,
primary care
would you
services.
reverse the cuts on corporation tax?
I think that the cuts on corporation tax are missing a point because we need that money. We need
So
that money
you
at the moment.
would you reverse?
Mean for Labour's leadership going forward? Let's break it all down. That IT went down on primetime political television. A high-stakes interview that quickly turned into a public takedown. Andrew Neil, known for his surgical precision, wasted no time in drilling into Labour's pledges and policies. A pledge isn't just a word. It's your word. And right now, it means nothing. That comment, directed straight at Keir Starmer, landed like a punch. Starmer, caught off guard, scrambled to explain the wording of Labour's new commitments. But Neil wasn't letting it go. What followed was an excruciating back and forth, with Starmer fumbling through policy lines while Angela Rayner tried, unsuccessfully, to step in and stabilize the moment. The issue: Labour's vague promises around trade union reform and repealing the 2016 Trade Union Act. Neil accused Starmer of hiding behind process language and avoiding clear answers on whether Labour would actually restore union power. While Starmer insisted the pledge was clear in principle, Neil dismantled it line by line, pointing out the lack of concrete commitments and calling it an exercise in political fog. Rayner tried to pivot, speaking about Labour's values and their support for working people. But Neil cut through it with another stinger. Don't Labour members deserve more than slogans? They deserve specifics. Ouch. Angela Rayner, usually known for her fiery responses, seemed rattled. She attempted to defend the party's collective messaging, but Neil wasn't buying it. That you're all singing from the same hymn sheet, but nobody knows what the lyrics actually mean. The moment made it clear. This wasn't just a media grilling, it was an exposure of Labour's communication crisis. Within minutes of the interview ending, the internet lit up. Hashtags like #Starmer Humiliation and #Neil Destroys Labour began trending on X, formerly Twitter. Some called it a meltdown. Others said it was the moment Labour lost the narrative. Even supporters of Starmer admitted it was a rough night, and perhaps most damaging of all. Footage of the interview is already being clipped and shared by opposition parties, turning Labour's stumble into political ammunition. This isn't an isolated misstep. Starmer and Rayner have both been accused of lacking clarity and avoiding firm positions, especially on key issues like union power, Brexit, and the cost of living. While Starmer tries to steer Labour into centrist waters, critics say he's losing credibility with the very base that brought him to power. Now with Andrew Neil's brutal takedown going viral, the big question is, can Labour recover from this PR disaster? Or will it deepen the cracks already forming within the party? Labour's leadership now faces a pivotal moment. With a general election looming, public confidence is critical, and this kind of high-profile embarrassment couldn't come at a worse time. Will Starmer and Rayner address the criticism head-on, or will they continue trying to gloss over the gaps in their pledges? One thing's for sure, after this interview, they can't afford to stumble again. Now it's your turn. Did Andrew Neil go too far? Or did he simply say what many voters have been thinking? Was this fair journalism, or a political ambush? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, like, share, and subscribe for more unfiltered political breakdowns. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss the next big moment. Until next time, stay sharp, stay informed, and keep asking the tough questions.
Welcome back guys, like this video and subscribe my channel for latest political updates.